Bam! High Cliff Review is here, finally. I'd like to actually start off on a sad note and give my condolences to Doug Whitmer and his family, his wife and two kids. Sad to say, but Doug passed away at the swim portion of the race at High Cliff. Sounds by what I've read, he was an amazing guy, and he'll truly be missed. So I'm sorry to hear that. And then I guess on a better note, chippier note here, I ended up winning the race. I'm very blessed and thankful that I was able to come away with the win. It's a very humbling experience to be able to win my first half Ironman. Hopefully I'll have many more to come. I guess kind of give you a little rundown. I went up Friday afternoon with my dad. Drove up there. Parents came, or mom and sister came later. We camped all weekend like we usually do, which is always a good time. I'd recommend anyone who hasn't camped for races, definitely give it a try. It's a fun time with the family and friends out there. So we had our normal hobo dinners over the campfire. It's basically tinfoil, all the stuff wrapped up, put over campfire. Love having it before a race. It was a good time. And then before I know it, really, I was drinking my Nutri-Meal, pre-race breakfast like I always have, and it was race day. Chugging my Rev 3 energy drink, 30 minutes before the race, said hi to a bunch of friends, got everything last minute checks. It's another good thing about camping at the race site. You can just bike down the road. You don't have to worry about parking or anything, so that was nice. And then all of a sudden, I was at this race start. The water looked really calm from the side, from the shore, but we'll say it wasn't quite so calm out there. First part of the swim was fine. Found the leader's feet and just tried to hang on as long as I could. But the whole backstretch was getting pretty choppy, and I was losing steam, so I ended up coming out, I think, 4th or 5th place, a lot slower than I wanted. But times all around were pretty slow, so I'm not too disappointed at that. I think my training's still going well with that price, or that aspect. And then surprisingly, I had a fast T1, which usually doesn't happen for me. I kind of tried to visualize it before the race, and all went well. And then I was off to the one big hill at High Cliff, the bike. If you've ever done High Cliff, you know what hill I'm talking about, that first hill right out transition. And then I'd say within the first 5 or 10 miles, I caught the lead biker and just trudged forward, basically trying to, the whole time I was just picturing trying to catch the lead truck that was out there, which is pretty fun to have ahead of you. And then the whole time I was basically just focusing on my nutrition, hydration, really doing the things that I know I need to work on. Hydration is the most important thing for me, keeping hydrated. Got on my calories for my Power Bar products. I use just a gel Perform energy drink mixture and have that in front so I don't forget to drink it. Had a few mishaps with the the aid station, so I didn't get as much water as I needed to or should have, but everything was fine. The wind was pretty windy that day, so I really tried to focus on staying aero. This was the first race I actually did my homework and figured out where the wind would be, where I'd have to work hard, where I'd have to work easy, and I'm very happy I did that. Something I'm going to do more often and recommend you to do, because it was just great to be able to know when I was going to have to do each, and I'm going to plan on doing that every race from now on. Ended up coming into T2. I was in the lead, which was awesome, and they said I had about a 7-minute lead coming off the bike, which is pretty cool. So I knew if I kind of just did my thing, I hopefully wouldn't have a problem, but you never know. There's a lot of fast people out there. So I basically took off to the run. The run's pretty trail run. And yeah, it's kind of a challenging course, especially when it's pretty hot. It was pretty hot for most of the run. I had a lead biker. His name's Pete. He's an amazing guy. Thanks, Pete. Got to know him pretty well. He was the lead biker, so I had someone to talk to, which is kind of nice. And then, yeah, I guess the run, I kind of just did my thing. Didn't really try to get in too big of a hurt cave, I guess I'd call it, just knowing I have a whole season ahead of me. But I was able to hold on for the win. The last hill, I was looking back, and all of a sudden I saw second place guy came out of nowhere. No clue what he did, but he must have been running fast. So congrats to him. But he definitely made me work really hard on that downhill, which I didn't want to have to do, but that kind of shot my quads down. But came through with the win. It was awesome. Got to see my coach, hands up in the air. You might see a picture later, basically congratulating me. That was awesome. I'm glad I have him as coach, Mike Pearson, in your training zone. his wife also won the women's race overall, so it was pretty cool. Your Training Zone had a good showing on Saturday, and then the rest of the night or rest of the day, I kind of just hung out with friends, saw a bunch of people. Congrats to everyone else who raced. I know a lot of people are out there. A lot of people did good times. And then yeah, rest of the weekend. Happy Father's Day, all the fathers, on Sunday, the day after the race. And yeah, I ended up taking the win, obviously. The swim was a bit slower, so it was about 29, 28 minutes or so. The bike I did a 2:13, and the run was I think 1:28 for a total time of 4:13, around there. So nothing near what I wanted to, but it was definitely, the win is what I really wanted. So I got that, and next race will be half Ironman Racine in July. So keep note for that. It should be a good race, and I'm really excited to show off what I've been doing. Thanks for checking in. And the other thing, I posted my weekly quote of the day on Wednesday. That's today. So go check that out. God bless you all, and thanks for checking in.